that's huge. Okay.
Hi, this is Chris Bonanno, and I'm live at 45 Fest here outside of the Amway Center, and I'm joined by a very special guest here outside of the
To be here, and folks, I want you to launch something fantastic, okay? In the second half of my presidency, we're going to go to Mars, we're going to go back to the moon, we're going to go all the way.
How long have you been out here today, Mr. President?
I don't count time that way. I live in the present, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up in school, they would say present, but I would say president because I had hopes and ambitions. And that's the way you NASA and Space Coast have to think. Think positive, think about what you can do, not what you can't do. Forget about the past, the future is just ahead.
And what do you think about all these people wanting to come up here and take photo and video? It's gotta be pretty cool.
They're really smart people.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
God
there you
bless
go.
you.
That's right. An exclusive interview with the President of the United States. Again, my name is Chris Bonanno here. We are outside the Amway Center here at 45 Fest. We're a group of, let's say, several thousand, at least, Trump supporters here. I've got another Trump supporter here with me here. I'm going to turn the camera back around. Hi, sir.
Hey,
your name, please?
Brandon Russell.
Brandon Russell. And where'd you come from, Brandon?
Port Charlotte, Florida.
Oh, so you made a long drive here today out here.
About 3 hours, yeah.
And how long have you been here?
I got here about 11 a.m.
And what have you felt about the atmosphere around here so far?
Oh, it's electric. There's so many people excited. It's just like family. People are walking up and saying, I love you, and just like chanting Trump's name, and it's just really fun.
And do you have
patriotic.
Do you have tickets to get into the arena tonight?
I do have a ticket, yes. So hopefully I'm one of the first 20,000. We'll see.
And what's it like to be in a place where there's so many people who are obviously supportive of the president?
Oh, it's awesome. I just feel like at home. It's a lot of camaraderie, and just everyone feels like they're all in one spirit. It's pretty nice.
And have you seen the president in person before?
I'm sorry?
Have you seen the president or been to one of his
I went to
rallies?
see him on Halloween when he was in Estero, Florida. So that was pretty cool. That was the first time I've seen him.
Can you talk a little bit about what makes you obviously, taking off work or what have you, or making a long drive no matter what to get here?
I've just never supported a president within my lifetime since President Trump, and so he's like the first person I really believed in and really got behind the vision and wanted to support. So yeah.
And I got to ask you, it's obviously a little bit warm out here. How you dealing with the weather?
I'm not loving it. I'm from Colorado, and so the humidity is really killing me right now. I'm not used to this. I mean, I've lived here for a couple of years, but I'm not used to it.
Well, you've got the right idea with the white t-shirt and the bottle of water and the sunglasses.
There you go.
And we hope that you're able to stay good and able to get in the arena tonight.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Brandon Russell,
Thank you.
and one of the, let's say, several thousand at least Trump supporters out here. Now, if you're heading to downtown Orlando and you haven't gone yet, there are some road closures around the arena. You're looking at Central Street, South Street. Part of those streets near the arena are closed. If you are not immediately around the arena, it's actually not that bad. It's quite similar to a normal day. Frankly, I had no traffic issues whatsoever. Now again, as I talk to you just after 1 p.m., that could change as we get into rush hour and what have you. But we'll pan around again here to give you the shot here. As you can see here at 45 Fest, packed to the brim here. We're obviously hoping that the rain steps away here, or stays away rather, and that we're able to, although some people perhaps are hoping that the rain comes because it's pretty hot out here. If you are planning on coming out, standing online, I suggest you do it pretty soon because there are a lot of people online, as we're going to try to show you here in a little bit. But also, it's quite humid, although the sun's gone back in as we talk here. But generally a pretty civil atmosphere here. There are slated to be counter-protests. There are already counter-protests from the left and the Democrats, however you want to phrase them, or opponents of Donald Trump. And those will be coming up here. There's a few slated for 5 o'clock downtown. We'll try to give everybody equal time. You may notice in the background there's a large stream. That's been set up because there's only, the president claims that 100,000 tickets have been sold or given away, and obviously the Amway Center doesn't hold nearly that many people. We're looking about more along the lines of 20. 20,000. So obviously there's some people who are here who are not going to get in. They're going to have the opportunity to watch that on the big screen. You might also be able to hear there's live music. This has been going on since 10 a.m. here at 45 Fest. They have food. They have a band. All sorts of things going on here. And if I had $1 for every vendor outside of this arena that was selling Trump-related merchandise, whether it's "Make America Great" hats or Trump T-shirts or slogans, deride the left or the Democrats, I'd probably be pretty rich. So there's certainly vendors out here, obviously looking to make a profit off of this. But again, thus far, even though the skies are looking a little bit foreboding off to our south and our west, hopefully we'll be okay with all this. But again, we are live here. My name is Chris Bonanno with Space Coast Daily. We are live here at 45 Fest, and so far very civil. The gates will open. The doors to the arena will open at 5 p.m. for those of you who are coming tonight. But I certainly don't recommend, if you have tickets, I wouldn't say yet you'd have to be here, but you better get here pretty soon if you want to have a chance of getting in the arena. I would say any later than about, pretty close to now, maybe 2 p.m. You're really testing fate here, so to speak. And hi Sharon, thank you for watching. But again, there's throngs of media. We're in a media area right now. We're just showcasing the crowd here. There is plenty of police and fire here. Orlando Fire Department and others are prepared for heat-related illnesses as a result of this. Again, we're a little fortunate right now in that the sun seems to have peaked under the clouds, but it's still exceedingly humid. And then, of course, we have the possibility that there's going to be rain and or lightning here coming up shortly. But again, we are here at 45 Fest. President Donald Trump scheduled to speak at the Amway Center tonight, beginning at around 8 p.m. He doesn't always start quite on time, but you can probably think not too far after that we're gonna have a speech here from the president. As you might expect at a rally like this, you've got all sorts of flags, hats, people obviously supporting the president. The red hats are pretty present here, and as we continue to walk around and just give you a little bit of the flavor here of the event. Again, the president announcing this rally on June 1st. So this is not something that's been too far promoted, I would say, in terms of time frame. As it does begin to rain here, if it rains too hard, we will have to go off the air, unfortunately. But it's really beginning to rain a little bit harder here. The band continues to play on, but you can see media. I've seen media from not just around the country, but I've seen folks that I believe are from outside of the country here at the event. And it's a little bit more than your average rally speech here tonight. This is, of course, for those who aren't aware, Donald Trump will be announcing that he's officially running for a second term as President of the United States tonight. So it'll be interesting to see whether he sticks to his usual primary speech of ad-libbing and maybe just sprinkling in things off the teleprompter talking points, or if it's a more formal speech tonight, like maybe what you'd see at a Republican convention or what have you, whether he speaks. It's also interesting that he chose the venue of Orlando. And it really is beginning to rain hard here, so we may have to get off the air pretty quickly, but we were told, again, Orlando was chosen because that I-4 corridor is really going to help determine who wins the presidency. We're in a purple state, the biggest battleground state in the country, really, unless you count Texas, which I wouldn't at this point. 25 electoral votes, and that I-4 corridor from Tampa to Volusia County is largely going to determine Florida and thereby the election. So obviously not surprising there. There's not a lot of cover when the lightning comes. That's a definite concern for not only me. And you can see people now putting up their umbrellas, putting up their plastic wraps. One reporter wasn't smart enough to bring an umbrella or anything of that nature. So I may be out of luck. but hey, it's hot, so whatever. It's Florida. You had to expect this. There's no lightning here yet, but I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining pretty good. So, but again, you see all sorts of signs, flags. The band's still playing. Doesn't matter that it's raining. But again, I'm going to sign off for now here, just because it is raining and we don't want to mess up our equipment. We'll be back on later with more coverage from Orlando. Again, reporting live for Chris Banana, for Space Coast Daily, I'm Chris Banana.